In the quiet stillness of winter, the garden sleeps, or so we are told. Beneath this cold, hardened crust, most people believe life has retreated, waiting for the warmth of spring to begin again. But that is only what fertilizer companies want you to think. Because when gardeners assume winter soil is dead, they spend hundreds on synthetic fertilizers the moment temperatures rise. Yet, in truth, winter presents one of the most powerful and natural opportunities to recharge your soil without buying a single bag of fertilizer. Today, we reveal a little-known winter soil trick that can save you over $200 every single year while increasing fertility more effectively than most store-bought products. And the best part? Nature itself does all the work. Smart gardeners use winter to mimic natural leaf fall. Materials you can use, and they're all free: dried leaves, shredded cardboard, straw, old plant stalks, and wood shavings, as long as it's not treated timber. Spread a 2 to 3 inch layer of carbon material over your garden bed. Why this works in winter? Cold conditions slowly pull moisture upward through the soil as ice expands. This moisture rises, touches the carbon layer, and begins softening it. Microbes, still active even at 5 degrees Celsius, start breaking it down. This becomes food, cheap, natural, abundant food. On top of the carbon layer, go ahead and add just 1 inch of nitrogen-rich material. Options include, grass clippings, green weeds, kitchen vegetable scraps, coffee grounds, or even partially composted manure. This top layer actually serves 2 purposes. It kickstarts decomposition by balancing carbon with nitrogen, and it invites microbial activity upwards into the new layer. In winter, decomposition doesn't stop, it just slows down a bit. But honestly, this slow pace is exactly what makes the method so powerful. The nutrients aren't washed away. Instead, they gently fuse right into the soil structure. Fertilizer companies really hate this part because the freeze-thaw cycle is nature's free soil tiller. Here's what happens. At night, the top few inches of soil freeze and expand. During the day, they thaw and contract. This repeated cycle, it creates microscopic cracks and channels. Organic matter is pulled downward, little by little, all winter long. This means your winter layers are automatically mixed into the soil, without digging, without a compost bin, and without turning a pile. By spring, the layers disappear into the earth like they were never even there, except now the soil is rich, dark, soft, and fully recharged. Gardeners typically spend over $200 each year on things like synthetic NPK fertilizers, bagged compost soil conditioners, liquid nutrient boosters, and amendments like bone meal and blood meal. But when you use the winter layering trick, you no longer need nitrogen fertilizers. Winter decomposition naturally produces plant-ready nitrates. You don't need phosphorus boosters either. The freeze-thaw action releases bound phosphorus. Potassium supplements? Not necessary, since plant waste and leaves are naturally high in potassium. You can also skip soil conditioners because the layers create soft, aerated, humus-rich soil. Plus, you'll reduce watering needs since organic winter layers trap moisture for months, and you'll cut down on pest and disease problems because healthy soil means healthy plants. This trick literally replaces most fertilizer products before the growing season even begins. Even in winter, your soil is alive with actinomycetes that break down wood fibers, saprophytic fungi that digest carbon, cold-tolerant bacteria that release nitrate, earthworms that stay active deep in the soil, and microarthropods that shred organic matter into tiny particles. When you provide a buffet of layered organic matter, these organisms continue feeding, transforming your garden beds from the inside out. By early spring, your soil becomes a living sponge full of nutrients, moisture, and microbial life. In spring, gardeners who use this method consistently report explosive early growth, stronger stems and thicker leaves, deep root systems, better drought resistance, reduced pest damage, and incredible soil softness. And they achieve all of this without buying any fertilizer. The freeze-thaw layering method is so effective, some commercial growers secretly use it to reduce costs, while still selling premium soil blends to the public. Most fertilizers, honestly, just give a temporary nutrient spike. This winter method builds permanent soil fertility by increasing humus, microbial biomass, soil structure, moisture retention, and nutrient cycling. Each winter you repeat it, your soil becomes richer and more self-sustaining. In a world where gardeners are told to depend on bottled solutions and synthetic boosters, this simple winter trick stands as a quiet rebellion, a reminder that nature, patient, powerful, and endlessly generous, has already given us every tool we need to grow abundant, thriving food. The garden never sleeps. It only waits for us to understand its rhythm. And once you use this winter soil trick, well, you'll never buy expensive fertilizers again.